Okie dokie. So now I'm going to talk about using artificial light and objects. Okay. So for this modern cabin, we haven't used any SketchUp light fittings. Okay. We are going to use ones from Atlantis. So you guys can see that I've turned around and I'm now facing my lounge room. Okay. And I'm thinking that I want to probably add some kind of lamp situation here. Okay. So first of all, it's going to be an object. Okay, because I'm adding an additional item to my model. So I'm going to click on my Objects Inspector. Okay, and again you can see that the top is all grayed out. I'm going to open my Media Catalog and I'm going to click on the symbol that looks like lamps. Okay, and you guys can see, I'm just going to close my 2D view so you can see. You guys can see there are different options for lamps and there aren't many. Okay, so if you don't like any of these, you need to make sure that you model your light in SketchUp. Okay, so I'm going to use this one here, Desk 005. Alright, now I'm going to do just like with the shader we used, just click on it and drag it onto the space. Okay, and you guys probably can't see, but there's a tiny little thing here. Okay, and we can see that it's in the SketchUp scene, Desk 005_1, so it's the first one that's there. Okay. And then these things become visible. So I've got my X, Y, and Z, okay, which is my X, Y, and Z axes, which is your red, green, and blue axes in SketchUp. So I can, if I click on one of them, it will increase it in proportion, this lamp in proportion. Okay. However, that may be too big for what I want. So I'm going to, at the moment, these are all in proportion, all the dimensions, because they're all linked. If I click on this, it unlinks them. And making sure that my lamp is still selected. Okay, we will get, see, red, green, blue. I'm going to drag the blue one up. Okay, and then probably this green one out. Okay, to just make it a bit wider. And I can see my lamp here is in my space. Okay, I can also rotate it if I want using these different options. Okay, but I don't want to. Alrighty. So there's some things that I can do with this. Right. I can also move into the light if I click straight into the light, or if I click on this one here, it takes me into the shaders. Okay. And I can change all of the shaders of my lamp. Okay. So again, we can see we've got the layer name and then the material. Alright. So you can click and drag just as we have with other textures straight onto here. I'm not going to change anything for the time being. I'm just going to head back to objects. Okay, I have to say she's looking a bit wonky. Okay, my light's looking a bit wonky. So what I'm going to do first off is open my 2D view. Alright, and we can see here that I have an object. Okay, and we can change the rotation of it and that kind of thing if we want to. What I'm going to do is I actually just want to move it. So I'm clicking on the green square in my preview display to just move it. And I'm going to click on one of my rotation because she's just looking a little bit, maybe there-ish. Oh, she's still crooked, but that's okay. Okay. So basically you place your light where you want it first and spend all of the time doing that. All right. Making sure to use your 2D views to help you be able to see and move around. If I move into my plan view on my 2D view, you guys can see where the lamp is, and I can move it like this. Okay, if I want to as well. Yep. So say I'm happy with where my lamp is placed. Now I need to move back into my light. Okay, and we can see here desk and then lumiere is turned on. So I'm just going to call this couch lamp light. Okay, I don't want to move it or anything like that. I just want to turn it on. Okay, I'm going to turn off shadows so you guys can see, and I'm going to turn on light cone. Right, so you guys might not be able to see this. So what I'm going to do is come to my perspectives and just turn off my heliodon. You guys can see outside has gone really dark, and here I am with my light. At the moment it's at 360 degrees, which creates a perfectly round light. Okay, like a light bulb. You may not want it to be like that, so I'm going to adjust my light. Alright, so again, using your 2D view, I'm going to pop over here, and zoom in, and if I want a clearer view, I can hit on this guy here, and that kind of sections where I am. So, much like the section tool in SketchUp, I'm going to zoom in, and I want my light pointing directly down from the light source. Okay, again, you need to check it in other views, not just the one. So we can see here that because I've got my light cone turned on, it's pretty much coming straight out of the lamp. In actual fact, hopefully you guys can see this shape of my lamp here. We want to move the cone so it is the same width as the lamp at the base of the lampshade. Okay, and I can turn my light down or up as I want. Not having a light cone on just projects the light onto the floor. Okay, whichever look you want to go for, it is up to you. If I now change that back to 360, you can see that it lights the whole space. Okay, if only a little bit. So it depends. I can turn my power up and it will light the space even more. Generally, in each space, you will have maybe 3 to 4 lights because you'll have ceiling lights, you might have a lamp, you might have a desk, a table lamp, or something like that. Over your dining room table, you might have a pendant lamp. Okay? So there are different approaches that you guys can take. Again, we can see that it's really affecting on the windows here. What I'm going to do is jump back to my perspectives and turn my natural light on again. And I'm just going to have a bit of a play at turning this down so it's looking a bit more natural. Okay, or dusky. Okay, so we can slowly see that. So this might be, I might do a mid-afternoon, early evening render. Okay, and this is what it is starting to look like. All right, so again, I can come to my lights. I may need to turn it down. Okay, it's quite precise, and it can take some getting used to. Again, you can change the type of light projected from it if you want to. It's up to you. Okay, and that is how you use your objects in Atlantis. Okay, that have already been provided to you. So there are some here, and it's up to you guys to whichever ones you want to use. Okay, thanks.